of the Confederation of Indian Industry, Belgavi District. This is your host, Nikita Jaur. I extend a very warm welcome to you all for today's industry interaction on the PM Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana scheme. So due to rain, few people couldn't able to join us today, but possible people are joined us through online and offline. Well, to begin the proceedings, I request all our dignitaries to kindly take their seats. Thank you, dignitaries. Let's introduce Ms. Madhumita Das, Additional Secretary and Financial Advisor, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Government of India, and Ms. Anita Sinha Dikshit, Additional CPFC, Bengaluru Zone, Mr. Arif Lohani, Additional CPFC, Karnataka and Goa, Mr. T. Renuka Prasad, Insurance Commissioner, South Zone Delhi, ESIC. Also, Mr. Mahesh Birangi, Chairman, CII Belgavi District and Managing Director, Pragati Engineering Belgaum Private Limited. Mr. Sachin B. Sabnis, CBT Member, EPFO and Managing Director, Belgaum Ferrocrust Private Limited. Mr. Madhu Damodaran, CBT Member, EPFO, Member in Executive Committee and Regional Managing Partner, Amal Gills. And also Mr. Ramkesh Meena, Regional Provident Fund Commissioner, Grade 1, Regional Office in Hubli. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming them with a big round of applause. Thank you, everyone. With all our distinguished guests on stage, let us now commence today's program. Now, to begin the proceedings, may I invite Mr. Mahesh Birangi sir, Chairman of CII Belgavi District and Managing Director, Pragati Engineering Belgaum Private Limited, to deliver the welcome remarks.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of CII Belgavi District, it gives me a great pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all of you for this important industry interaction on the Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana scheme. I'm honored to welcome the distinguished dignitaries with us today. Ms. Madhumita Das, Additional Secretary and Financial Advisor, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Government of India. Ms. Anita Sinha Dikshit, Additional CFC, Bengaluru Zone. Mr. Arif Lohani, Additional CPFC, Karnataka and Goa. Mr. T. Renuka Prasad, Insurance Commissioner, South Zone, Delhi, ESIC. Mr. Sachin Sabnis, CBT Member, EPFO and Managing Director, Belgaum Ferrocrust India Private Limited. Mr. Madhu Damodaran, CBT Member, EPFO, Member Executive Committee and Regional Managing Partner, AM Legals. Mr. Ramkesh Meena, Regional Provident Fund Commissioner, Grade 1, Regional Office, Hubli. We are grateful for your presence here today to guide us and share valuable inputs. The Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana scheme is a very timely initiative that aims to incentivize job creation and support industries in building a stronger workforce. This program will not only enable industries to create employment opportunities, but also strengthen the social security for workers across the country. We are confident that today's deliberations will provide clarity on implementation, highlight opportunities for industries, and encourage greater participation from this region. I once again welcome each one of you and look forward for a meaningful and engaging session. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mahesh Birangi, sir. May May I now invite Mr. Sachin B. Sabnis Sir, Managing Director, Belgaum Ferrocast Private Limited, for the context-setting address.
Good afternoon, everyone. Dignitaries on the dais, and a very warm welcome to Madhumita Das ji, to our beautiful city of Belgavi. All the other dignitaries on the dais, my industry friends, presidents, secretaries of different associations who have taken their time out to be part of this event organized by EPFO and CII to educate us, at the same time promote the ELI scheme, which was earlier mentioned as ELI scheme, now named as Prime Minister Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana. As we all know, we are at the inflection point when it comes to the growth of our nation. We see that we are already a fourth largest economy and going to be the third largest economy in next couple of years. But as we grow, and the dream of Viksit Bharat, a developed India, it can only be realized when our youth are empowered and opportunities, dignity, and we secure their livelihoods. Employment is not about merely earning a living, but it is about building confidence, fostering inclusion, and creating foundation of a prosperous society. Yet despite this rapid growth in our economy, a large number of young Indians still remain outside the formal workforce. Many enterprises hesitate to expand hiring due to the cost of compliance, while millions of first-time job seekers struggle to find opportunities that give both the income as well as the social security. It is to bridge this very gap that Government of India has launched the Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana. It was launched by our Honorable Prime Minister on 15th of August, and basically it is designed on two very strong pillars. One is the employees, that is the first time workers entering the formal economy, and they will receive a direct support from the government, a financial assistant equivalent to a month's salary, along with assurances of a social security like EPF as well as ESI. Along with that, the employers, for a long time the employers have been, or the MSMEs, since Belgavi has a huge number of MSMEs, the employers have been asking for some kind of a benefit, because a production linked incentive scheme was launched a couple of years back, but it was specific to certain sectors. This time the government has also considered that the employers who create the employment should be benefited out of this scheme. So the employers, the MSMEs, the business that expand their workforce will be rewarded with monthly incentives for each new hiring. This reduces the cost of hiring, encourages the expansion, and makes the creation of formal job economy a viable choice for everyone. Prime Minister Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana is just not a scheme, it is a partnership between the government, the industry, and the youth. It is expected to generate 3.5 crore new jobs while bringing more than 2 crore young Indians into the formal economy for the first time. So dear industry friends, this initiative is more than numbers. It is about reshaping the India's employment landscape. It is about ensuring that no dream is left behind for lack of opportunity. And most importantly, it is about giving our youth the chance to contribute meaningfully to the journey of nation building. As we step into this new chapter, let us all work together, the government, the employers, the employees, to make Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana a grand success, and specific to Belgavi, let us all work towards it, taking the benefit of this scheme, and see that we lead in the number of more and more registration from Belagavi, even at the national level. So thank you very much for coming out here. Maybe other specifics would be mentioned in the due course by the presentation, so I didn't go into detail of this particular scheme. So I just set the context of this scheme. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sachin Sabnis, sir. I would now request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly take their seats in the audience as we move into the presentation and introductory video. Thank you, dignitaries. Now for the presentation and the introductory video, may I request Mr. Atul Vijay Kotkar, Sir, Regional Provident Fund Commissioner to Goa, to make his presentation on PM Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, भारत सरकार द्वारा एक ऐसी योजना लॉन्च की गई है जिसमें पहली बार नौकरी में आने वाले युवाओं को 15,000 रुपए तक मिल सकते हैं। क्या आपको इसकी जानकारी है? अपने पिछले वीडियो में हमने आपको भारत सरकार की इस महत्वपूर्ण योजना प्रधानमंत्री विकसित भारत रोजगार योजना के बारे में बताया था। अगर आपने वो वीडियो नहीं देखा है तो उसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिया जा रहा है। चलिए हम आपको बताते हैं इस योजना के बारे में। आज के वीडियो में हम प्रधानमंत्री विकसित भारत रोजगार योजना के अंतर्गत कर्मचारियों को मिलने वाले इंसेंटिव के बारे में विस्तार से बताएंगे। प्रधानमंत्री विकसित भारत रोजगार योजना के पार्ट ए में कर्मचारियों के लिए इंसेंटिव का प्रावधान है। ये उन कर्मचारियों को मिलेगा जिनका अधिकतम कुल वेतन 1 लाख रुपए तक है और जो 1 अगस्त 2025 से 31 जुलाई 2027 के बीच पहली बार नौकरी में आएंगे। इसके लिए आवश्यक है कि रोजगार सृजित करने वाला प्रतिष्ठान ईपीएफओ में रजिस्टर्ड हो और कर्मचारी को ईपीएफ का सदस्य बनाया जाए। ऐसे प्रत्येक कर्मचारी को उसके 1 माह के वेतन के बराबर प्रोत्साहन राशि मिलेगी, लेकिन यह अधिकतम 15,000 रुपए तक ही हो सकती है। यह राशि उसे 2 किस्तों में दी जाएगी। इसे यूं समझिए, यदि कर्मचारी का वेतन 10,000 है तो उसे 5,000 और अगर ये 20,000 है तो उसे 7,500 2 किस्तों में दिए जाएंगे। लेकिन अगर उसका वेतन 1 लाख रुपए से अधिक है तो उसे कोई इंसेंटिव देय नहीं होगा। पहली किस्त 6 माह इसी नियोक्ता के पास सतत नौकरी पूरी करने के बाद ही दी जाएगी। इसके लिए जरूरी है कि कर्मचारी उमंग ऐप पर फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से अपना यूएन जनरेट, एक्टिवेट और ऑथेंटिकेट करे। इसकी प्रक्रिया हमने दिनांक 30 मई 2025 को पोस्टेड अपने वीडियो में बताई है। वीडियो का लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिया जा रहा है। यह बेहद आसान प्रक्रिया है जिसे आप अपने मोबाइल पर घर बैठे कर सकते हैं। लाभार्थी की 6 माह की नौकरी की पुष्टि उसके नियोक्ता द्वारा फाइल की गई ईसीआर रिटर्न के आधार पर की जाएगी। प्रोत्साहन राशि की दूसरी किस्त 12 माह के लगातार रोजगार के बाद जारी की जाएगी। दूसरी किस्त प्राप्त करने के लिए कर्मचारी को पहले ईपीएफओ के मेंबर पोर्टल पर वित्तीय साक्षरता कोर्स पूरा करना अनिवार्य होगा। इस कोर्स का उद्देश्य कर्मचारियों में वेतन और भत्तों, बचत, बीमा, साइबर सुरक्षा और सामाजिक सुरक्षा योजनाओं की समझ विकसित करना है ताकि वो अपने भविष्य को सुरक्षित बनाने में सक्षम हो जाए। कर्मचारियों में बचत की आदत को विकसित करने के लिए दूसरी किस्त को सरकार द्वारा निर्धारित बचत योजना में एक निश्चित अवधि के लिए रखा जाएगा। लाभार्थी मैच्योरिटी पर इसे निकाल सकेगा। किसी कर्मचारी को इस योजना के अंतर्गत केवल एक बार प्रोत्साहन राशि का भुगतान किया जाएगा। यह भुगतान डीबीटी के माध्यम से आधार पेमेंट ब्रिज सिस्टम से किया जाएगा। इसलिए प्रत्येक लाभार्थी को अपने बैंक अकाउंट में आधार को सीड करना अनिवार्य होगा। उम्मीद है आप प्रधानमंत्री विकसित भारत रोजगार योजना को लाभार्थी के एंगल से भली भांति समझ गए होंगे। अधिक जानकारी के लिए कृपया अपने निकटतम ईपीएफ कार्यालय से संपर्क करें या आप अपने जिले में प्रतिमाह 27 तारीख को लगने वाले निधि आपके निकट कैंप में भी जा सकते हैं। दोस्तों, इस वीडियो को अधिक से अधिक शेयर करिएगा ताकि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग इसका लाभ उठा सकें। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
A very good evening to all of you. I would request the team to start the presentation. So, yes, I'll be giving you brief idea about Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Yojana. The scheme is designed basically to boost employment generation and to develop skills of the youth. It is also an initiative to encourage the employers to sustain the employees for a considerable period. So that their skills are developed, employers also get some stability with the employees, and overall their productivity is increased. So I will start with the slides. So this scheme is a part of Prime Minister's Youth Employment and Skilling Package. This scheme, it was announced in the budget of 24-25 with a total outlay for the next 5 years of around 2 lakh crore rupees, which is a very huge amount. Supporting around 4.1 crore youth. So this scheme is also a series of the schemes which were introduced previously in order to enhance the skills employment generation. So skill development vision, which was approved by the cabinet on 7th May 2025, national internship scheme which was launched on 3rd of October 2024, and now this PMVBRY, Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Yojana, which was approved by the cabinet on 1st of July. And this is also part of National Manufacturing Mission. It is complementing with this scheme. So I'll explain you how it works. So the scheme at glance is total outlay for this scheme right now is 99,446 crores. Like other sectors, the scheme is for 2 years, but there is a specific focus on manufacturing sector. For manufacturing sector industries, the scheme is going to give benefit for next 4 years. So the targeted job creation through the scheme is 3.5 crore jobs. The scheme is going to be implemented through EPFO. The scheme has 2 parts, part A and part B. I'll be explaining both the parts in detail subsequently in the further slides. So the important thing to note over here is scheme is already started. The scheme is in force. It's already, registration is already started from 1st of August 2025. The registration period of the scheme is from 1st August 2025 to 31st of July 2027. So the scheme is for next 2 years registration period. But as I've already said, the benefit period for all other sectors is 2 years, and for manufacturing sector it will be 4 years. Okay, moving to the next slide. So what are the objectives? As I've told you broadly, the objectives are to boost employment, but going to the specific objectives of the scheme, the first objective is incentivizing additional employment. The word additional is important over here, and Government of India is going to incentivize those who generate additional employment in formal sector. And the another thing is it has to be sustained. So how we are going to monitor that? That also I'll explain subsequently. Then catalyze employment generation across all sectors. Additional focus on job creation in the manufacturing sector. Promote employability and formalization of workforce. So how, the way, how it is going to work when we hire employees, generally the contractual employees or employees on daily wage. So those employees are always not being considered into social security net. So we were trying to provide them social security and make them more formal through this scheme. So as we know that social security is also necessity in the modern era. So government has rightly understood it and trying to push the employers to give social security coverage to all the employees. Then strengthen financial literacy. So this PMVBRY is also having a financial literacy module, wherein the first timer employees will have to undergo that module, and there some basic idea about their own personal finance management, considering the taxation thing, investments, how to do it appropriately, and certain awareness about fraud mitigation, which is also much required for the financial literacy and overall growth of the nation. Okay, so next is benefits of the scheme. So employees, they are going to get financial support from the government, those who are first timers. Here we have to understand the part A is for employees. I'll be explaining those parts, but it is for first timers. So they are going to get some financial help from the government. Then it will bring more youth into the formal workforce. Social security benefit is to be given to them, because the scheme is available only after you register as member to EPFO under EPFO covered establishment. Then financial literacy skills, as I have given a brief idea previously. On job training, making first timers more employable. Improved employability through sustained employment. And then for industry, the benefits are like, it will be little offsetting the cost of additional job creation. When you are expanding your business, when you are thinking of expansion, you always think there will be additional labor cost, additional cost of managing those employees. So little offset of that cost will be given, so that you get a boost to, and you get an idea, or you get an encouragement to generate more and more employment. Enhancement workforce productivity, then incentivize coverage of social security net. So these are the benefits. So now I'll be moving to the part A of the scheme. So part A of the scheme is for first timer employees. I'll give an example. Suppose an employee who just pass out from a college comes and joins your establishment. His joining salary is less than 1 lakh rupees. His salary may be anything, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, but should be less than 1 lakh rupees per month. Annual package of 12 lakhs, or anybody having less than that, they will be eligible to become members of the scheme, beneficiaries of the scheme. So this employee who has joined and his salary is less than 1 lakh, he has to get his UN generated, and he has to join in an establishment which is already covered with EPFO. So automatically he will become eligible for this scheme. So what are the benefit this employee is going to get? So this employee is going to get his 1 month wage. 1 month wage, by this wage means the total remuneration he is earning, and this amount is maximum 15,000 per month. His salary may be up to 1 lakh, but he is getting only 15,000 per month as an incentive from the government. This incentive will be given in 2 installments. First installment after completion of 6 months of service, and second installment he will be eligible on completion of subsequent 6 months of service. So in order to get this benefit, he has to remain in that employment for continuous period of 6 months for first installment. Considering his salary say 20,000 per month, he is going to get 15,000 rupees benefit. So 7,500 would be the first installment. He will be eligible for that after completion of 6 months of service with the same employer. Then for the second part, he has to 6 months to 12 months, he has to complete this 6 months period, and during this 6 months he has to complete one financial literacy course. So after completion of this financial literacy course, he will be eligible for the second benefit. So this benefit is going to be given to the employee directly into his bank account. So there is no requirement of any registration, separate registration. There is no requirement of getting employer involved in this activity. Directly it will be given. We will be getting the data through ECR, electronic challan cum remittances, whatever you file every month. Through that we will be getting this data, and this benefit will be directly given to the employee. Okay. So again, the registration period for employees is of 2 years, which is, I have already said, 1st August 2025 to 31st of July 2027. Then the little thing over here is addition. The second benefit, though he will be eligible after completion of subsequent 6 months, that is overall 12 months of service, but the benefit would be given as the government thinks it is fit now in order to promote the saving aptitude to the fresher. It will be put in some savings account, and subsequently it will be allowed for the employee to withdraw. Okay, so this is now overall part A of the scheme, which is going to be given only to the employees, and these employees are required to be freshers. Freshers, they can be fresh from the college thing, or they can be new to the EPFO thing. They don't have any previous UN. If they have UN by chance and they have not made any contributions against it, then also they'll be eligible. So this is the thing for, this is the term definition for first timers. Then why part A? So why this thing is being introduced by the government? So the purpose is to facilitate first timers, because when they are unemployed, they find various difficulties. So in order to boost employment of first timers, the data says that first timers, the unemployment of first timers is over 9%, and overall unemployment is 3.2%. So in order to bridge this gap and push industry to hire more and more freshers, this kind of initiative is being taken. Then employers hesitant to make first timers because they lack basic skills, low productivity, they feel they are unemployable. So they feel they have to invest a lot of effort and a lot of energy, and also there is a cost. So in order to change this thing and help employees, even they think once we hire them, we train them for 2-3 months, they get better opportunity, they'll resign and they'll go. So this thing they may think twice, because there is some incentive with sustainability and stability with the establishment. High attrition which hinders skill formation and no productivity gains for employer. Okay, what does the incentive do? Partially offset initial cost of taking up the job. So when he is jobless, he has to search for a job, then accommodation, transportation, a number of things. So this is a little help from the government to offset this cost. And then behavior change pushes the employees to stay for at least 6 months, which leads to skill formation and chances of higher salary on re-employment. So this will also change his behavior and his thinking. Let me be here in this employment for at least 6 months, so that I'll be getting this benefit, and jobs, a little skill set is being developed. Okay, now part B. Part B is for all the employers, those who are registered with EPFO, irrespective of manufacturing, non-manufacturing. Everyone who is registered with EPFO, every establishment is eligible for part B. Then, what is the eligibility criteria? So, suppose an establishment is having 40 employees. Previously, they were having some 40 employees. So, for the last 1 year, consistently they are having 42, 43, 40, 39, 37, and on an average they are having 40 employees for last 1 year. Now there is an addition of 5 employees. So there is an addition from the baseline which is considered for the establishment as 40. Now the addition is of 5. Total strength right now is 45. Then this additional increase in the employment strength, employer is eligible to get benefit for these employees. Overall, the benefit is 3,000 per month per employee, but there is a slab. I will explain the slab accordingly to you. So this is broadly the scheme. You have to increase your employment strength from your baseline. The baseline is set. Okay, your previous 12 months ECR data we already have. So we are going to consider your ECRs which are filed from last year's July, 1st August 2024 to 31st of July 2025. This 12 months ECR will be considering, and we will be finalizing the average and will be deciding your baseline. So you have to add to it, and whatever the addition per employee, per addition per month, the benefit is up to, if the salary of that employee is 10,000, benefit is up to 1,000. If it is 10 to 20,000, benefit is to 2,000. If it is 20,000 to 1 lakh, benefit is of 3,000 rupees. Here the salary is like, if the salary of the new employee who may be a rejoinee in your establishment, if the salary is say 8,000, the benefit will be only of 800 rupees. So up to 10,000 the benefit is proportionate. It is incentive, it is not reimbursement. So the proportionate benefit would be given to the employer. Then if the salary is between this range, then the fixed amount, even if the salary is 10,100 rupees or 19,800 rupees, the benefit of 2,000 rupees would be given irrespective of whatever the salary in this slab. And further, salary about 20,000 up to 1 lakh rupees, the benefit of 3,000 would be given. So here again, the eligibility of the employer is he has to make addition. Then these additional employees, whatever he has hired, he has to sustain them for 6 months. The same concept which we have understood in, which we have learned, considered in part A, the same concept of sustaining these employees in the employer part also for 6 months is also required. Here the employees can be these employees who you are hiring in this additional employment. They can be freshers, they can be rejoinees. It's not required that they should be freshers only. You can hire them from some other establishment. You want experienced people, you can hire them. The only criteria is there has to be an enhancement in the total employment strength compared to the baseline. So again, this incentive is for 2 years, and for manufacturing sector it is for 4 years. So and the payment is directly going to be made into the bank account of the employer. So we are going to get data from ECR, but the benefit is not going to be given through ECR like we have given previously through ABRY or PMVBRY, the previous schemes, PMRPY and ABRY. So instead of that, here this time it will be directly given into your bank account, which is linked to your PAN card, in which you usually receive your income tax refunds. So now next is why Part B. So the purpose of this Part B is to incentivize employer for additional job creation. Employers do respond to incentives. This is what we feel. Keep, instead of making, like, enforcing PF coverages on you, if this thing is introduced, it'll be, employers would be more encouraged to come forward on their own and take part into this employment generation campaign. Labor intensive sectors have higher percentage of labor cost, hence incentives lead to more hiring. Such schemes work on the margins, reduce marginal cost, leading to additional employment. That is automation versus labor. Whenever you feel ki instead of automating the entire thing, okay, it can be done with additional labor. In order to support that thinking, government wants to encourage you that this can be explored, and wherever it's possible, you can proceed with the hiring labors. Behavior change pushes the employers to sustain job for at least 6 months, because if the employee, like suppose this, what I've given you example, the example I gave you of 40 employees, I'll give you now example of 60 employees. Previously, if you are having 40 employees and if there is increase in the establishment, increase in the total strength, that increase has to be minimum by 2 employees. If it is not by 2 employees, if it was 41 as a base, 40 as a baseline, and now your strength is only 41, you will not be getting any benefit for that one additional employment generation. It has to be 42, 43, 44 and onwards. So minimum 2. The addition has to be minimum of 2 employees. Likewise, if establishment is a bigger establishment, there are only 2 bifurcations. Smaller establishment which is having 50 or less, and 49 and less, and bigger establishments are 50 and more. So establishments who was having 60 employees previously and now it has 66, 65 or 66, then they'll be eligible for this benefit. So here, bigger establishment, there has to be minimum addition of 5 employees. If there is like the new employment strength is 64, 63, they'll not be getting any benefit. So it has to be minimum 5 and above. So here, suppose some employee leaves in between, like after completion of 3 months, 4 months, and is not completing 6 months. For that employee, the benefit will not be given. Right. So the employee has to be, so benefit is for the employer, but it is linked with the employee's ECR, what you file every month. So data will be analyzed and accordingly the benefit would be given. And not only his continuity for 6 months, but also his wages. As you have understood, up to 10,000, benefit is lesser, 10 to 22,000, 20,000 and above, 3,000. So their wages will also be analyzed. So here, what I mean by wages is gross wages, which the employee earns. So what are the common features? So all EPFO registered establishment, including exempted establishments, are going to get this benefit. Incentive in Part B is paid in lump sum after every 6 months. So nothing will be paid immediately now, because the benefit period starts from 1st August. So for the next 6 months, like whatever employment addition you have done, that will be analyzed and the benefit would be given in the next 45 days directly into your bank account. So it will be given in lump sum 6 months. Now every 6 months it will be given to your bank account. So suppose, like as I've given you example, 60 was your baseline. You have 70 employees now. So overall increase of 10 employees. It is sustained for all the 6 months. So February onwards, you will be getting 1,80,000 into your bank account. Like 3,000 per employee, 10 employees, 1 month 30,000, 6 months 1,80,000. So this is the overall incentive. Okay. So now baseline. This question you must be having, how the baseline is going to be decided. I have given you idea that average number of employees for the 12 previous months, that is up to wage month of July 2025. If the establishment is registered with EPFO for less than 12 months, suppose some establishment has got registered only in the month of January 2025, correct? So it is not completed 12 months. So from January till date, the basic, the average would be taken, provided ECR is paid for all the months. You have to pay ECR for all the months. Even for the first thing, if you are old establishment registered from long back, your 12 months ECR we will consider. You have to pay, you have to file ECR for all the months. If there is any ECR missing, you have to immediately file it. New establishment registered with EPFO. So now suppose some establishment gets registered after 1st August 2025. So in such case, that establishment baseline default is considered as 20. It will not be 0. It will be considered as 20. So new establishment, if it's having 25 employees, then the benefit will be given for 5 employees. Okay. Additionality. Additional job creation. This I have explained to you. Additional job created above the baseline per as per defined threshold. Minimum 2 additional jobs if the baseline is less than 50. Minimum 5 additional jobs if the baseline is 50 or more. The employees against these additional jobs are sustained for at least 6 months. So all the new employees whose gross salary exceeds more than 1 lakh. So if you hire some employees, so like 60 was the baseline, now you have 66. 2 employees are having more than 1 lakh. So overall it is 64, but 2 are there, 2 are additionally employed by you. They are having salary more than 6 lakhs. So these 2 would be counted to, just to cross that threshold. Will be considered, okay, now your increase is by 6, but benefit would be given only for 4. Correct. So your eligibility, you will pass the eligibility test, but the benefit would be given only to the remaining, like the eligible 4 employees. First timers, any employee who joins the establishment after 1/8/2025 and their contribution is received for the first time in EPFO or exempted trust. So exempted trusts are also equally eligible for this scheme. Okay, they are also the employees who are joined as freshers in exempted establishment. They will also be getting this benefit, and the exempted establishments will also get the Part B benefit. Compliance. Employer submission of GST paneling bank account details. So I'll just share with you the registration process. Some of you have already completed the registration. So, and the employee, for employee, UN authentication with face authentication technology and Aadhaar link bank account using Umang application. So employee has to just take care of these things. He has to, his UN now after 1st of August, employee has to generate his, if any fresher is joining your establishment, he has to generate his UN using face authentication technology. It's a very simple thing. They can download Umang application, and I'll share that video also with you. They can download Umang application, and then Face RD app, and they can just complete their UN activation and generation and activation using face authentication technology. And then they have to also ensure that their Aadhaar bank account is linked with Aadhaar, so that direct benefit is transferred to your bank account. If any employee does not do this, then the benefit will not go anywhere. It will accrue, and subsequently when he activates this thing, it will be credited to his bank account. Okay, so this thing is successful in some other countries. So this kind of schemes were introduced, and it was observed that yes, there was around 10 or more percentage of increase in the employment, and it gave a positive impact on the economy. So how to avail? For employees, as I have already mentioned, they have to activate their Aadhaar based biometric authentication using face authentication technology on Umang application. Bank account must be Aadhaar seeded. And then this financial literacy course, which I have mentioned, they have to complete during their second part, like from 6 months of service to 12 months of service. During this part, it will get activated into their EPFO portal, member portal. Okay, they will get this course over there. There will be different modules. Once they complete all the modules, one certificate will be generated, and automatically it will be captured that the course is completed, and the member will be eligible to get the benefit. How to avail for employers? So now employers, you already have your EPFO registration. This is the account where you log in every day or every month, and you pay your remittances by uploading the ECRs and all. We've introduced one more tab over there. So here, this tab is PMVBRY. You have to just click on that tab. There will be Part B registration. Okay, you have to just complete the registration. If your PAN card is already linked with EPFO account and PAN card is authenticated and it's verified, then some data will get auto-populated. You have to just feed your bank account number and your you have to feed your there are only 8 fields required to be filled. So some of this field will be auto-populated, and you have to fill only bank account number and IFSC code in which the account in which you want the refund. But if your PAN card is not authenticated, you have to do that procedure. Automatically that link will lead you to the modify member detail, modify establishment details, feed in the data, digitally approve it. Subsequently, once it is verified using PAN data, wait for a day, it will get verified with PAN data. Next day you can complete the registration procedure. So this is the only thing you have to do. Simple thing. So I would request all of you to complete your registration today itself. So EPFO is the nodal agency. I would just like to give a brief idea about EPFO. Many of the employers may not be registered with EPFO. So EPFO is a statutory body. We provide 3 schemes. One is PF scheme, Provident Fund, in which your Provident Fund accumulations are being appropriately maintained by EPFO. Second is pension scheme, and third is insurance scheme. So if any of the employees dies while in service, overall benefit of 7 lakh rupees is given to the employee. Then EPFO is like, this act applies to all the establishments, statutorily applies to all the establishments which are having more than 20 employees, and voluntarily if any establishment wants to get coverage of EPFO, even if the employee strength is less than 20, they can get coverage. It's very simple registration. We'll share that video of employer registration also with you. You can do it on your own. It's very simple. It's that easy as you are booking a railway ticket. It's that easy. You can do it on your own. Applicable to employees with monthly wages up to 15,000 rupees. So this is the wage ceiling. If any employee is having salary more than that, then it's a voluntary thing. So yeah, wage ceiling of rupees 15,000 is not applicable for PMVBRY. So as I've already mentioned, up to 1 lakh salary, the employees will be eligible for this benefit. So EPFO is having 21 zonal offices, 150 regional offices, 114 district offices, 5 SSOs, and 4 service centers. Then there are 7.83 crore contributory members, and there are around 7.98 lakh contributory establishments with EPFO. And the interest rate which is declared by EPFO for the last year is 8.25%. This interest is entirely tax free, and the money is safe with EPFO. It is attachment free. Then next is 6.02 crore claims settled, total settlement of around 2.41 lakh crores in the last year. Then it serves 81.48 lakh pensioners. So it's much more than the central government pensioners. So this is overall what EPFO serves to the Indian citizens in terms of pensioners. Yeah. So what are our expectations from the industry? So what we want you to do is, we want you to, like all those who are already registered with EPFO, we want you to provide us appropriate data in your ECR. When you file your ECR, many times you just file 15,000 as their gross wages, which is incorrect. You're filing wrong ECR. Okay, so kindly file appropriate ECR. We have already issued circulars to that effect. Gross wages ECR is a statutory requirement, so kindly file it appropriately and in a correct manner. So now, as this benefit would be directly linked to ECR, the gross wages which are mentioned by you in the ECR will be deciding the eligibility of the employee. So tomorrow, if something like some employee found to be non-eligible and the gross wages are just mentioned as 15,000, he gets the benefit, then it would not be appropriate, because you are going to get benefit from the central government's fund. So kindly understand and kindly file gross wages. Gross wages is the total remuneration the member is getting, employee is getting. That is simple concept of gross wages. Then get your PAN card or TAN account linked with your bank account. Then help your employees to do this face authentication technology related UN activation. Kindly file your ECRs in time. All your ECRs shall be filed in time. If you file ECR before 15th, then only it would be eligible for this benefit. Okay, if the ECR is not filed before 15th, it will not be eligible. Then file pending ECRs so that the baseline can be decided. So as per the guidelines which are given by government, 1st January 2026 is the final date to decide your baseline. So kindly file your remaining ECRs immediately. So once your baseline is decided, it will be final. So kindly file all your pending ECRs, previous ECRs. Ask if wherever there are exempted establishments, those exempted establishments are remitting their PF with their own trust. So we want them to file 0 ECRs. Our teams are already approaching you to file 0 ECRs. It's also available in your employer portal. So you have to file 0 ECR for all those employees for whom you are contributing in your trust. Okay, and they are not eligible for pension because their salary may be more than 15,000 at the time of joining. So our request is for the state chapters like CI and other chapters, and also to the local industries, particularly those who are in the industrial cluster, to help us in spreading the awareness about the scheme, and to help EPFO and other government agencies to generate more and more awareness and give benefit to more and more eligible employees as well as employers. Okay, then state government is also organizing various activities in this regard. So I would request all the industries and the chapters to help them also in order to spread the awareness. That's all. I would request you to start with the video for giving you brief idea about establishment registration and face authentication UN face authentication. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Subsequently, we'll go for question and answer.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, ईपीएफओ लगातार अपनी सेवाओं को डिजिटली बेहतर और सुगम बनाने के लिए प्रयास करता रहता है। अप्रैल 2025 में ईपीएफओ ने इसी कड़ी में फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी यानी आपके चेहरे की पहचान पर आधारित तकनीक का प्रयोग कर यूएन अलॉट करने और उसे एक्टिवेट करने की सुविधा प्रारंभ की है। अब कोई भी कर्मचारी इस तकनीक के प्रयोग से अपना यूएन जनरेट कर सकता है और यदि उसके पास यूएन है तो उसे एक्टिवेट भी कर सकता है। यूएन और इसके एक्टिवेशन के बारे में अधिक जानने के लिए हमारे पूर्व के वीडियो देखें, जिनके लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिए जा रहे हैं। इस सुविधा का उपयोग करने के लिए आपके पास आधार लिंक्ड मोबाइल नंबर और एक स्मार्टफोन होना चाहिए। इस फोन पर आप प्ले स्टोर से भारत सरकार का उमंग ऐप और आधार फेस आरडी ऐप डाउनलोड कर लें। आइए बताते हैं आपको यूएन अलॉट करने की प्रक्रिया। उमंग ऐप खोलें, यूएन अलॉटमेंट एंड एक्टिवेशन पर जाएं, अपना आधार नंबर और मोबाइल नंबर दर्ज करें और चेक बॉक्स पर टिक करके आधार वैलिडेशन की अनुमति दें। सेंड ओटीपी पर क्लिक करें। आपके मोबाइल पर भेजा गया ओटीपी दर्ज करें। अगर दर्ज किया गया आधार नंबर किसी अन्य यूएन से लिंक्ड होगा तो आपको मैसेज आएगा, यदि नहीं तो आपको चेहरा प्रमाणीकरण यानी फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन के लिए कहा जाएगा। फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन के लिए अनुमति दें, फेस स्कैन करें। सिस्टम आधार के डेटाबेस से आपका विवरण लेगा और आपका यूएन जनरेट हो जाएगा। आपका यूएन आपके मोबाइल पर एसएमएस से भेजा जाएगा। यह यूएन ऑटो एक्टिवेटेड होता है। आपको टेम्परेरी पासवर्ड भी एसएमएस से मिल जाएगा। आप ईपीएफ के मेंबर पोर्टल पर लॉगिन करके अपना पासवर्ड चेंज कर लें। यदि आपके पास नियोक्ता या आपके द्वारा जनरेट किया गया यूएन पहले से है तो हम आपको उसके एक्टिवेशन की प्रक्रिया बता देते हैं। उमंग ऐप खोलें, यूएन एक्टिवेशन पर जाएं, अपना यूएन, आधार एवं मोबाइल नंबर दर्ज करें। आधार प्रमाणीकरण के लिए अनुमति दें। सेंड ओटीपी पर क्लिक करें। मोबाइल पर आए ओटीपी को दर्ज करें। फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन के लिए अनुमति दें। फेस स्कैन करें। सिस्टम डिटेल्स की जांच करेगा और आपका यूएन और टेम्परेरी पासवर्ड आपके मोबाइल पर एसएमएस से भेजा जाएगा। इसके साथ ही आपका फोटो और पता ईपीएफओ के डेटाबेस में दर्ज हो जाएगा। जिन लोगों ने अपना यूएन पहले ही एक्टिवेट किया हुआ है उन्हें भी इस फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन के माध्यम से अपना यूएन ऑथेंटिकेट कर लेना चाहिए। इसकी प्रक्रिया भी हम आपको बता देते हैं। उमंग ऐप खोलें, फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन ऑफ ऑलरेडी एक्टिवेटेड यूएन पर जाएं, अनुमति प्रदान करें, फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन पर क्लिक करें, फेस स्कैन करें। सिस्टम यूएन, आधार नंबर और मोबाइल नंबर सर्च कर दर्शाएगा। वेरिफिकेशन होते ही ईपीएफओ के डेटाबेस में आपका फोटो और पता दर्ज हो जाएगा। किसी भी समस्या के समाधान के लिए उमंग हेल्प डेस्क या ईपीएफओ कस्टमर सपोर्ट से संपर्क करें। अब आप फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन से आसानी से समस्त सेवाएं ले पाएंगे। भविष्य में ईपीएफओ उन सदस्यों के लिए फास्ट और इजी सर्विस एक्सेस दे सकता है जिनके यूएन का फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन हो चुका है।
डियर मेंबर्स, इस वीडियो के माध्यम से हमने आपको 3 उपयोगी स्टेप्स समझाए हैं। पहला, फैट द्वारा यूएन जनरेट करना, दूसरा फैट द्वारा यूएन एक्टिवेट करना और तीसरा फैट द्वारा यूएन ऑथेंटिकेट करना। अगर आपने यूएन एक्टिवेट भी कर रखा है तो फैट से उसे ऑथेंटिकेट अवश्य करें। यूएन फैट द्वारा ऑथेंटिकेट करने से आपका डेटाबेस बेहतर और सुरक्षित रहेगा और हम आपको पीएफ से संबंधित बेहतर सेवाएं प्रदान कर पाएंगे। आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
तो देरी कैसी, आज ही आप भी अपने यूएन का फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन करें। आज बस इतना ही। अगले वीडियो में एक नए विषय पर जानकारी लेकर हम हाजिर होंगे। तब तक के लिए रखें अपना खूब ख्याल। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Kindly play the establishment registration video also. I would like to intimate to all of you that we have a facilitation counter over here. You can register your establishment for PMVBRY here itself. You can also get your if employees are present or you want a demo, employees can get their UN face authenticated over here, and you can also get a demo over here. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.
दोस्तों, आपको पता ही है कि ऐसे सभी प्रतिष्ठान या फैक्ट्री जिनमें 20 या उससे अधिक कर्मचारी काम करते हैं, उन पर ईपीएफ एक्ट लागू होता है। सिनेमा में 5 कर्मचारी होने पर ही एक्ट लागू हो जाता है। जिन प्रतिष्ठानों पर एक्ट लागू होता है, उनके नियोक्ताओं का यह दायित्व है कि वे स्वतः ईपीएफओ में रजिस्ट्रेशन कराएं और अनुपालन शुरू कर दें। इसके लिए किसी निरीक्षण या नोटिस का वेट ना करें। यहां हम यह भी बता दें कि वैधानिक सीमा से कम कर्मचारी वाले प्रतिष्ठान भी ईपीएफओ में स्वेच्छा से रजिस्ट्रेशन करा सकते हैं, बशर्ते नियोक्ता और बहुमत कर्मचारियों की सहमति हो। ईपीएफओ में रजिस्ट्रेशन कराना बहुत आसान है। इसे बिना किसी की मदद के ऑनलाइन, ऑफिस में या घर बैठे बैठे पूरा किया जा सकता है। आपको तत्काल ईपीएफओ कोड नंबर मिल जाएगा। अप्लाई करने के लिए वैध पैन के अलावा इन दस्तावेजों की 1 MB साइज की पीडीएफ आपको तैयार रखनी चाहिए। एड्रेस प्रूफ, सेटअप डेट का प्रूफ, लाइसेंस, स्पेसिमेन सिग्नेचर। चलिए बताते हैं फॉर्म अप्लाई करने की प्रक्रिया। shramsuvidha.gov.in पर जाएं। ऊपर रजिस्ट्रेशन एंड लाइसेंस टैब पर क्लिक करें। नई स्क्रीन खुलेगी। नीचे दिए गए क्लिक हेयर टू रजिस्टर पर क्लिक करें। नई स्क्रीन पर अपना श्रम सुविधा पोर्टल अकाउंट बनाने के लिए साइन अप पर क्लिक करें। अपना नाम, ईमेल व मोबाइल नंबर तथा वेरिफिकेशन कोड भरकर साइन अप करें। अपने ईमेल पर आए लिंक को क्लिक करें। आप श्रम सुविधा पोर्टल के एक्टिवेट योर रजिस्ट्रेशन विद यूएसएसपी पोर्टल पर पहुंच जाएंगे। यहां आप अपना यूजर आईडी और पासवर्ड सेट करें। अब आप अपने यूजर आईडी और पासवर्ड से पोर्टल पर लॉगिन करें। पुनः रजिस्ट्रेशन टैब पर रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर ईपीएफओ ईएसआईसी पर क्लिक करें। अप्लाई फॉर न्यू रजिस्ट्रेशन पर क्लिक करें। यदि आप ईपीएफ और ईएसआईसी दोनों के लिए अप्लाई करना चाहते हैं तो दोनों चेक बॉक्स पर क्लिक करें और सबमिट कर दें। अन्यथा ईपीएफओ के चेक बॉक्स पर क्लिक करें। पैन के अनुसार अपने प्रतिष्ठान का नाम दर्ज करें। कार्यालय का पूरा पता, स्थापना की तिथि, पैन आदि भरें। एस्टैब्लिशमेंट कैटेगरी और सेक्टर सेलेक्ट करें। यदि प्रतिष्ठान फैक्ट्री है तो फैक्ट्री लाइसेंस का विवरण दर्ज करें। यदि स्टार्टअप है तो रजिस्ट्रेशन डिटेल्स भरें। यदि एमएसएमई है तो रजिस्ट्रेशन डिटेल्स भरें। ओनरशिप डिटेल्स भरें। ई कॉन्टैक्ट्स यानी ईमेल आईडी व मोबाइल नंबर भरें। आपके मोबाइल व ईमेल पर एक ओटीपी आएगा, उसे दर्ज करें और वेरीफाई ओटीपी पर क्लिक करें। अगले पेज पर कॉन्टैक्ट पर्सन में प्राइमरी मैनेजर का विवरण दर्ज करें। फिर प्राइमरी ओनर के डिटेल्स दर्ज करें। यदि एक से ज्यादा ओनर हैं तो उनके विवरण भी दर्ज करें। अगले पेज पर आइडेंटिफायर्स यानी अन्य विभागों के रजिस्ट्रेशन का विवरण दर्ज करें। नए पेज पर ईपीएफ एक्ट के अंतर्गत आने वाले कर्मचारियों की संख्या का विवरण दर्ज करें। यहां आपको अपने सभी कर्मचारी, स्थायी, अस्थायी, संविदा कर्मी, ठेकेदार के माध्यम से नियोजित कर्मी की संख्या भरना है, जिसमें उन कर्मचारियों की संख्या भी भरी जाएगी जो एक्सक्लूडेड है, यानी जिन्हें ईपीएफ का सदस्य बनना अनिवार्य नहीं है। कार्यस्थल के बारे में कुछ अन्य विवरण ड्रॉप डाउन मेन्यू से सिलेक्ट करें। अगले पेज पर प्रतिष्ठान की एक्टिविटीज यानी बिजनेस के विवरण ड्रॉप डाउन मेन्यू से सिलेक्ट करें। बस अब आखिरी स्क्रीन पर आपको ये अटैचमेंट अपलोड करने हैं: एड्रेस प्रूफ, सेटअप डेट का प्रूफ, लाइसेंस, स्पेसिमेन सिग्नेचर। सबमिट कीजिए। यदि ईएसआईसी के लिए भी अप्लाई किया है तो ईएसआईसी शाखा एवं निरीक्षण प्रभाग कार्यालय का चयन करके सबमिट करें। तत्पश्चात आपको डिजिटल सिग्नेचर या ई साइन चयन हेतु नए पेज पर ले जाया जाएगा। प्रक्रिया को फॉलो करते हुए डीएससी या ई साइन से एप्लीकेशन सबमिट करें। इसके साथ ही आपका रजिस्ट्रेशन पूरा हो गया और आपको ईएसआईसी तथा ईपीएफओ का नंबर तुरंत मिल जाएगा। वीडियो को ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेयर करें ताकि सभी नियोक्ताओं को इसका लाभ मिल सके। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the insightful presentation and informative video. Moving ahead, before that, I would like to request all the dignitaries to step forward on the dais. Sorry for the inconvenience. Moving ahead, may I now invite Mr. K. Raghuraman, Joint Director, Sub-Regional Office, Hubli, to make his presentation on SPREE.
Good evening, everybody. I'm here to present a small information about SPREE, the scheme for promotion of employers and employees under ESIC. Prior to that, I would like to have to give you a brief introduction about ESI scheme. ESI Act, as you all know, is applicable to every factory establishment where 10 or more persons are employed for wages. At present, the wage ceiling applicable is 21,000, and as I am representing a small part of Karnataka under Sub-Regional Office Hubli, we do cover around 9 districts, of which all the districts are fully implemented under ESIC. ESI scheme is financed by the contribution from employers as well as the employees. At present, the rate of contribution applicable to the employers is 3.25% of the wages, and as far as the workers are concerned, it is 0.75% of their wages, and no employee deduction needs to be made if the average daily wages is up to 176 rupees. The present infrastructure under SRO Hubli is 4 ESIS hospitals are functioning, and 27 dispensaries are serving the insured population, of which 1 hospital, 2 branch office and 8 dispensaries comes under this Belgavi district. Other than that, 13 branch offices, 2 DCBOs are also functioning under ESIC Hubli jurisdiction. Now coming especially to SPREE, it is a scheme for promoting of registrations of employers as well as the employees. So the benefits first to the industry or the employer as such is as follows. All of you know that ESI specifically deals with the medical as well as cash benefits to the working class population whose wages are below rupees 21,000 as of now. So once an employee is covered under ESI scheme, then the benefit to the employer is employers are absolved of their liabilities of providing medical facilities to employees and their dependents in kind or in the form of fixed cash allowance, reimbursement of actual expenses, lump sum grant, or opting for any other medical insurance policy of limited scope unless it is a contractual obligation of the employer. So once an employee is covered under ESI scheme, you are absolved of the other liabilities as per the contract of agreement unless and until you specifically have a clause in your contract of employment regarding any other facilities to be provided. So employers are also exempted from the provisions of Maternity Benefit Act as well as Workmen Compensation Act. Why Maternity Benefit Act is that ESI scheme aims to provide benefits to working women under the maternity benefit provided under ESIC. And as far as workman compensation is concerned, we do take care of compensation in case it is arising out of employment injury during the course of employment and arising out of the employment or in connection with the work of the factory or the establishment. One of the other benefits is that employers have at their disposal a productive and well secured workforce, because as you know, with the rising cost of health care, everybody is worried about their health insurance or what will happen to them in case they fall sick or their family members fall sick. So this is being taken care of by ESI scheme, because we do provide reasonable health care to all the insured workmen and their dependent family members. Employers are also absolved of their responsibility in times of physical distress such as sickness, employment injury, or any disablement resulting in loss of wages, has a responsibility of paying cash benefits and shifts to this thing. As some it is a benefit also that the ESI contribution from the employer gets benefits under the directions under the Income Tax Act also if it is paid timely. Okay, this is just a summary of that, how it is provided. We do have our network of primary dispensaries, then the secondary hospitals, and the network of tie-up hospitals which take care of super specialty and secondary needs. So the benefits to insured persons are also given herein. The main our logo itself says Panchdeep. So the main 5 benefits are here given. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry, sir. And now coming to SPREE, because I think most of the benefits are known to most of the employers. So as far as SPREE is concerned, it is a scheme for promotion of registration of employers and employees. The duration of the scheme is from 1st July till 31st of December. It is a one-time initiative. It encourages self-registration of unregistered units on a voluntary basis. And even in already covered establishments, by any chance any persons are remaining unregistered, it is an opportunity to take the registration for them also. It may be due to unawareness or confusion in whether it is applicable to the said person or not. And major point is that the employer can themselves decide from which date they want to comply under the ESI scheme if they are registering now. And there is no inspection to check whether they were coverable or amenable to the provisions of the ESI Act for a prior date, and whatever is declared would be accepted without any questions, and they will be absolved of their past liabilities also. and it aims to provide in continuation to the scheme launched by Honorable Prime Minister, that it aims to encourage more employment under the formal sector also. All as in Karnataka, the threshold limit is 10 and it is applicable to all sorts of establishments and factories as listed here, and to the entire state of Karnataka also. So again, there won't be any legal action against any employer who registers under the spree period, under the spree scheme. Now, we have made the necessary changes in the software, that the registration confirmation, that is communication in form C11 would contain a specific message that the particular employer has been registered during the spree period and under the spree, so that there won't be any confusion later on that that it is when an inspection takes place or any other legal issues doesn't arise. And as far as the benefit to the employees are concerned, they will be having the benefits right from the date of their registration by the employer under the ESI Act. So they will be eligible for all their benefits from that particular date only, not from a prior date, but and their liability or their contribution will be accounted for from that date only. And one of the, in addition to our regular benefits, they are also eligible for a seat under the award of IP quota under the ESI medical institutions, medical educational institutions. So how to register is mentioned. It is again, as far as employers are concerned, other than manpower suppliers, all registrations are being done through Shram Suvidha portal only. So under Shram Suvidha portal, there is an option, as detailed in the earlier presentation. There is an option to register under both EPFO and ESI together, or under ESI separately also. And as far as manpower suppliers are concerned, they have to register through ESI portal only, because the 6 months advance contribution needs to be paid at the time of registration, and that has not been waived during this free period also. So the link is here given. So it is a limited window only, and as you all know, many people tend to wait till the last moment to register any or to do any work, unless and until there are compulsions. So the deadline, although is mentioned as 31st December, I urge you all to come forward and register at the earliest, so that you don't face any last minute hitches while registering, or in any other issues arising out of this particular spree period. Okay, thank you everybody.
Thank you for the presentation, sir. I would like to request all the dignitaries to step forward on the dais. Thank you, dignitaries. We will now move into the interaction with industry session, which will be moderated by Mr. Madhu Damodaran sir, CBT member, EPFO, Executive Committee and Regional Managing Partner at ML Gills.
Thank you. This interaction session is open not only to people who are present here, and there is a WebEx, through WebEx there is a webinar going on, and it is also on live on YouTube, and the team there is monitoring questions from WebEx as well as YouTube. We are open to questions from there, but here we will start from the audience here. So does that mean that you are all very clear about the scheme and there are no questions? So should I throw questions that way? How many of you have, in this room have already registered for the scheme? I know there is no specific registration required. All that is that you need to supply those 8-column information.
Hello.
And how many of you already? So I'm coming to you. What's your experience as far as registration is concerned?
Sir, we have all. Am I audible?
Yep.
Yeah. Sir, we have
No,
already.
I think your mic is not on.
Hello.
You need to keep it a little more closer to your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have already registered our establishment. Only thing is the GST is pending for verification, and as well as the bank account is pending for verification.
Right. So other than that, you didn't really face
No, there is no issue with.
any other questions that you have on the scheme.
So one more question is regarding a person, for example, at the time of joining, his salary is 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so he is eligible for this scheme. Suppose subsequently or after few days or after few months, his salary increases and it crosses 1 lakh rupees. So will he continue in the scheme or he'll be not eligible?
Okay. To my understanding, he will continue to be, but we have the department team from here. Is and yeah, he will continue to be eligible. So the test is on the day between the date from 1/8/2025 to 31/7/2027. When he is joining, when he is onboarded, what was his salary is the guideline. And from then onwards, obviously in the next 2 years, he might get an increment. It doesn't matter. He will continue to get the benefit. The employee will get the benefit if he completes 1 year, complete benefit. Employer will continue to get the benefit for the additions he has created.
So one more question, sir. Regarding the suppose, sir. Okay, suppose, sir, we are an establishment, we are having around 100 employees, okay, from past 12 months. But subsequently, the headcount has got decreased. And now our headcount is around 20, 25 something, okay. So if we take out the average, it will be, so what will be the average? And that average will be the baseline to get eligibility under
so
the
the
scheme.
Average is the average. So
Average.
basically, since first August month ECR, which you have paid in 2024 September, from there 12 ECRs you take.
Okay.
And they will take all the numbers together divided by 12. So if you, let's say you were 100 in August last year, now you are 25, then your average would really definitely be much lower. Right. And from there, if your average is less than 50, then you are required to add 2. And you, so long as you are, let's say your average is 40, so long as you are 42 and above, you will continue to get the benefit for the additions you have created.
Okay. Fine, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
How many of you have registered your employees, first time employees, for example, through FAT? No one? Yeah.
They are not having smartphones for registration.
This has been the problem reported, and I, for example, taken up the cause of some of the industry representations, and they worked very closely with the EPFO to facilitate registration through EFAT. Where is your organization based? How many employees have you had this problem with? And all the 3 have not been able to register. That's a very rare this thing. See, I'll tell you my own experience. So in Chennai, for example, I've gone along with EPF officials to at least about 5 manufacturing units, right? And they've onboarded in hundreds in each of them. And yes, there were problems, but the problem cases are about 10, let's say 10% that time. This is, I'm talking about first week of August. So by now it should have improved. But I think I will also have the EPFO representatives also to clarify this, how much of this is an issue that is being reported to them, and then how are they addressing this? Yeah.
उन्हीं के पास फोन होना चाहिए, इट्स नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. आप भी कर सकते हो ना, आपके फोन से कोई भी कर सकता है. फोन नंबर बस होना चाहिए. इट्स नॉट रिक्वायर्ड दैट पर्सन शुड हैव स्मार्टफोन. वी कैन डू इट फ्रॉम पीसी आल्सो. अगर उसके ऊपर वेब कैमरा लगा हुआ है तो सेटिंग देम इन फ्रंट ऑफ द मेकिंग देम सिट इन फ्रंट ऑफ लैपटॉप और पीसी विल आल्सो वर्क. आपके फोन से भी आप कर सकते हो. यू कैन डू इट फ्रॉम योर फोन आल्सो फॉर ऑल द एम्प्लॉइज, provided they should just have their mobile number linked with Aadhaar. It's not required that they should have smartphone. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
This. I just, by the time Mike reaches there, I will also give you another perspective here. Even for Aadhaar linked mobile phones, the information, I think its planning really helps. Some of these companies where I've been, they've already informed them, so that sometimes the mobile phone linked to is their families, his father's, so those kind of things happening. So you need to be kind of informing the candidate that he should come prepared for that. Yeah, go ahead.
So we are from Satish Sugars and Belgaum Sugars Private Limited. In the month edition for the month of July, sir, we are facing a trouble in employer portal for adding the new employees.
While, go ahead.
So on that time we are using this one, sir, Umang app, and registering our new employees. More than 5 to 10 employees were added, sir, successfully.
So there was like some announcement previously. We made it mandatory for all the employees to register through face authentication technology.
Yes, sir.
But subsequently we have modified it. Now system will allow you, any employee who had joined before 1st August 2025, you can register.
Yes, sir.
But those who have joined after 1st August, it has to be generated by the employee only.
Yes, sir.
through face authentication.
Okay.
तो वो difference अभी हमने वो we have rectified that. If an employee who is joined prior to 1/8/2025, employer can generate UIN.
Yes, sir.
After 1/8, employee has to generate using face authentication.
Yes, sir.
And we have facilitation counter 24, all the days available in our ROs also, in our Belgaum district office also. And if required, if you have a sufficient number of people in the industrial cluster, we will come and organize camp there to get this face authentication thing done.
Yes, sir.
In the India. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Mine is a new organization. I wanted to enroll my employees with ESI in PF, but my consultant told me that without factory license we cannot get into enrollment of our employees to PF. Is it right, or we can directly just, as you say, we can get the link and do the registration?
No, there is no relation with that. You can register your establishment. We have already shared the video with you. It's very simple procedure. You can get registered with EPFO and ESIC. It is not linked with that requirement what you are saying.
As per the link, we don't have to go for with any external person. We ourselves are literate and we can do it.
Yes, you have to do it by yourself. It's very easy. You should just carry those 3-4 documents, and your PAN card should have the appropriate name of the establishment. So automatically
No,
it will
the proprietor will not have the establishment PAN card number.
So in proprietorship, these things are allowed in Shram Suvidha portal. You have to choose proprietorship, so accordingly it will be done.
Thank you.
Only one caveat for the scheme. If you're registering now, do you have 20 employees? Because your baseline will be 20. Then you should definitely register, and then you will get the benefit for the scheme.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. For schools, educational institutes, the act is notified from 1982. It's mandatory for schools.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Sanjay, from accounts officer from NWKRTC Belgaum division. I have 2 questions, sir. First one is our PF is remitted to our trust, sir, and we are remitting only pension to the RPF. While registration, we have to use the PAN card of that trust to our PAN card of our establishment, sir.
It is of the establishment.
It is only for the establishment, sir.
Yeah, establishment's PAN card.
That incentive amount goes to the establishment or to trust, sir?
No. It still go to the employer, establishment.
Establishment. Okay. Then second question is the UN generated before 1st August. Is it applicable to these UNs or not, sir?
No.
It is not applicable.
UN generated for if the employee is already recruited in the previous wage month, then no. If the UN is generated, but there
He
was
is employed in the month of after 15th of July, sir.
no.
But we are generating UN after 1st August, sir.
No,
Is it
no. Employment has to be after 1st of August.
after 1st August? Okay, sir. Thank you.
Since it was about exempt trust, I think all exempt employees, since you also said that for EPS only you go there, so you need to create all your ECRs, right? So for the last 12 months, so that your baseline is fixed, then only you will be able to get benefits. And then every year, every month going forward, also you need to file ECRs. No contribution ECRs.
So you have started filing 0 ECRs for the previous period. You have to file through your login. I'll request RO Belgaum to, DO Belgaum to communicate with this establishment and get it done. They'll help you out, sir.
Okay.
Please get it done so that we require this data.
That separate ECR is required to file, sir.
Yes, 0 ECR.
We are filing ECR for payment of the pension, sir, every month.
Agreed. So there may be some employees who are not member of pension,
Yeah.
but they may be members of the trust.
Oh.
Correct. So
Yes.
we need that data also. So you have to file 0 ECR.
Separate
for all such
ECR has to
employees.
be filed for the.
So guidelines are there. We'll get in touch with you.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
12, all there. Correct.
Yeah, madam. Okay.
So
Thank you.
ensure a baseline is correct. Since you only file ECRs for people for whom pension is eligible, that number of employees who covered under EPF scheme is not reported to the EPFO, right? And therefore, the right number as to what is your baseline they will not be able to calculate. So for you to be eligible, you need to ensure for last 12 months, right? From August 24 to July 25. Yes, you should have filed ECRs for EPS non-contributors also. Then the total of EPS plus non-EPS will be taken, your baseline will be arrived at.
Correct. So you have to file ECR for all of them as 0 ECR. So
And going forward, every month you need to repeat the same thing. You should not only file for EPS cases, but also for other employees as well.
For further period also.
Okay.
As sir has rightly said, because the benefit will be accrue in the future. So you should not stop by filing for last 12 months. You have to continue filing it.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. So we are a startup and we had registered ourselves with EPO around 4 years back, but we don't have those 20 employees. But still, are we eligible for this particular scheme?
Shall I answer? Yeah, as you have already registered, you are eligible for the scheme. In your case, the 20 threshold is not the criteria. Okay. Suppose you were having 12 as a baseline, now you are having 15. So all the 3 employees, if their salary, considering their wage salary, you will be getting the incentive in your bank account.
Good. Thank you. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yes.
Have you been submitting the ECRs?
Absolutely.
Okay. So whatever is your baseline, taking the last 12, you can simply add 2 more and be eligible for this scheme.
Sure. Okay.
Just an additional information. So if somebody else is now registering from now on, even if you do it as a voluntary coverage, unless otherwise you have 20 employees, will not be eligible for take advantage of the scheme. So that baseline from an employer perspective is 20 for anybody who is getting themselves registered for coverage under EPFO from 1st August 2025 onwards.
Sir, as per rule, employees whose salary is exceeding 21,000 is not eligible for ESI. So what can be the next step for them? Like what can be the solution? How we can take them in the medical insurance or something?
If somebody crosses the wage ceiling, then the contribution is payable only up to the end of that contribution period. Say, for example, we'll take this period, April to September. If somebody was having below 21,000 up to April or May, then the contribution is payable up to the end of the September, and the corresponding benefit period they will get the benefit. and until and unless the wage ceiling is increased, they cannot be included in as a IP.
Okay, thank you, sir.
No, until and unless the wage ceiling is increased, there is no alternative to include any IP or IW as a insured person under ESIC.
Now that's an employer's option. If the employer wants to cover them under private this thing, then it's employer, but it's not a mandatory as per law. Any questions from WebEx chat?
Yeah, we'll take few questions from WebEx. Ujjwal, you can unmute them.
You have a question? Yeah, please go ahead.
We are registering through Umang app. What happens is when we fill up all the details, if the employee is already registered and he has not provided us the UAN number, it shows only the last 4 digits. Earlier when we were registering, we used to put all the details and we would get all the number, full number. So here it becomes a problem.
So we can request that employee to provide that number, sir.
No, that is true. But somehow, sometimes they are not providing us.
No, the practical situation is some of these employees don't even know they have a UAN number, and it is a problem. I think.
So there is a concept called as Form 11. They have to fill Form 11 and intimate the employer that this is my previous employment detail.
No,
so if they are not providing that, then it's a statutory problem. But then now, if we provide all those details, then it becomes privacy wala issue. You know, any employer will put any Aadhaar and then he'll get all the UANs. So considering all that, it has been restricted. Only 4 digits are shown, so that he gives you Form 11. He mentions his UN number over there, and you can verify whether he has mentioned appropriately or not by verifying those 4 digits, sir.
No, that we do.
Couple of practical ideas I'll give you.
In the
Probably, if somebody comes like that, I think you should then definitely you can ask for his previous payslip. Generally, today all employers do provide their IP number and UAN number in their previous payslip. So that should be, you should be able to get that number.
Because in the earlier system, it used to give the full number.
Yeah, now
that was helping us.
So sir, I would suggest that this may be an improvement on our side now, considering the experiences. This is being given, only 4 digits are being shown, considering the requirements, necessary requirements.
ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ನಾ ಕನ್ನಡಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿರಿ?
ಮಾಡಿ.
ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಯು ಎನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅವರ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ, ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಎನ್ ನೋ ಯುವರ್ ಯು ಎನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ರೀ. ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಯು ಎನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಂ, OTP ಬೇಸ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ.
Employee can generate that. Employee can get his own UN on his phone. This is what she is suggesting. If it's not there, you can ask them because it is his UN number. So
ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಇತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋ ಯುವರ್ ಯು ಎನ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಆ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಪೋರ್ಟಲಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದರೊಳಗಿಂದ ನೀವು ತಕ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಬರ್ತದ ರೀ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು
without his consent you cannot know his number. This is what she is suggesting, sir. That's what the correct procedure is also.
In the end, they are providing the.
Acha.
But probably the PRO at PF office also is doing the same thing. Probably that's how she is being helped. Yes, ma'am.
1000 ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಇದ್ರಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು LI ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತದ್ರಿ, ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ಗೆ
ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So all that you see, it talks about 50. If your average for the last 12 months is less than 50, you need to create 2 additional employees. Your average for the last 12 is above 50. It's all that it says. It doesn't talk about higher number. Above 50, then you need to create 5 additional numbers.
ನಮ್ದು 1 month ಅಲ್ಲಿ minimum 50 ಆಗತ್ರಿ.
For all the 50, if they provided this fulfill the scheme conditions, you will get the benefit for that.
ಬರ್ತದೆ. Okay, thank you.
So we may take few questions from WebEx. Yeah. If anyone wants to ask questions through this WebEx, you can unmute and ask.
Are there any questions on the chat box? No?
Can I take your question, please? Okay. I'm sorry I came a little late, sir. I came all the way from Hubli.
Thanks for coming. Go ahead.
Yeah. I would also like to know if you would organize an event at Hubli, if possible, so that a lot of our
we will do it. Generally, we have we conduct seminars and webinars in our office also, but we will get in touch with you. Akshay, our PFC is there.
Okay.
So I'll request him to get in touch with you, and we will organize and we will let you know whenever it is being done.
Sure. I will love to organize that. We have a Chamber of Commerce, so we'll love to.
It's great then. It's great. We'll get in touch with you.
Sure. The question that I have is, as an employer, so post this first 6 months when we start getting the benefits, I presume, would we get the benefits every month on month, or is it every 6 months? How is it?
Once as an employer, this back-end calculations will be made whether you are eligible.
Okay.
And accordingly, after the, for example, the scheme starts in August.
Okay.
January is when the first 6 month ends. After that, you will be paid first installment.
Okay.
Then next 6 months after that. So in the scheme period, there are 4 times that you will get the benefit. But then another important aspect is the scheme registration is up to 31/7. Okay. So let's say in July month you add this thing, for that also you will be eligible. So you can expect the benefit. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, sir.
You expect the benefit to continue after that, but it will be paid every 6 months.
So as a manufacturing unit, this benefit will keep on coming for the next 4 years.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
So registration period is 2 years.
Okay.
Total benefit period for manufacturing years is 4 years.
Okay.
Manufacturing sector.
Okay.
So some employee joins in the month of say July 27. Then for further period also he'll be eligible for
it
the
is
4 years.
4 years post that, or
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Registration is over. That employee has come late, and then your increase is always there, already there. Then it will be eligible.
Wonderful. For service industries, it is 2 years, is it?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Sure.
So in the same logic for service industries, 31/7/2027.
Okay.
Let's say that month somebody registers and he completed full complete wage month.
Okay.
Then the benefit will accrue for next 2 years.
Okay.
Right? That's what it is.
Thank you so much.
Hello sir, my question is to ESIC department. Sir, while registering IP for ESIC, we are getting some problem in the sense, while registering EPFO, we will get their UNA number for while registering other. In that case, in this ESIC, we will not able to get ESIC number. So when should this problem will be clear? ESI number we will not get.
I think this could be
if
a
employee having already registered in other industry is rejoined to us, then we will not able to get the ESI number.
No, registration of employees, absolutely there are no issues as on date. Whether you link their insurance numbers with Aadhaar or not, there are no issues with regard to registration of employees. However, if you are having any issues with regard to registering them or generating their insurance number, I request you to please get in touch with our concerned branch office, nearest branch office, wherein we can show you as to where probably you could be going wrong, or whether your system specifications are right. So these things can be set right. I request you to kindly get in touch with the nearest branch office. We'll talk to you and get you the contact. But as on date, there are no issues with regard to registration.
Now, while registering from our side, while registering is not able to get ESI number, then that person will also, he doesn't tell us. We are already registered with the ESI and all.
Yeah, we will assist you. We will assist you in registering the employee. We'll get in touch with you and give you our contact number. We'll assist you in this. There are no issues. There are no technical issues as on date for registration of employees.
We need some display there. That ESI number is display. Then employer will automatically get his ESI number, like PF. Like PF
are you saying that you get some error message or some other message while registering an employee?
While registering, my question is,
sir, what happened? For PF, we will know the UN number. If he registered previously, we will search that in the know your UN system. Okay, so we will get the UN number or PF. But in USIC, if the employee worked before 2 months in other company, okay, and he left the company after okay, after 6 months he will come to me to join. We will not get that ESA number.
No, the employee will have should have his own insurance number, and they should tell you that he is already registered.
No,
Then,
sir. Maximum employers are not giving.
So they are not aware of their registration itself.
So we have to create another ESA number for that employee.
No, that is not correct.
No, already this problem is there, sir.
No, there is no problem actually.
No, it's not such.
No, our question is that, sir, we have the system that if the employee's ESA number is already registered, it will be get to any employer anytime.
No, that facility is not available.
No, sir. But sir, in PPFO is there, no, sir. UN will get. No?
Sir.
Okay, we'll take the suggestion. We'll bring that change into our
No,
system.
sir. It is because of the Aadhaar number they are able to get it.
No. See, the question is very simple. I'll paraphrase it. See, for example, if I have a IP number, right? I have joined I resigned from there. I come and join a new employer, and then when the new employer tries to onboard him, his bank number, any detail you give, your system will say to that bank account there is already an IP linked, and then they will not be able to go further. Am I right? That's the problem. So then the only solution is the employer to know that IP number. Most of the time employee who is joining may not be aware of it. So I used to face in my earlier I used to face this problem in hundreds and thousands of cases. So that's a systemic thing we need to really address it.
Hello. Yeah. Sir. So we have a few questions from YouTube. I'll come to you. Yes. I'll finish this for our YouTube viewers. So first is if any 7 inquiry is happening as per the scheme book, and if any scheme is applicable, like it's not applicable, so need clarification whether both employer and employer will be disqualified. Yeah, no, employer share if any ongoing 7 inquiries there, and even if the employee inquiry is completed and you've approached the court in dispute of the same, in both these cases the employer will not be eligible for the benefit. But if the employee is joined as a fresh first timer, the employee will get a separate benefit, Part A. Part B, employer will not be eligible. Then need clarity on how the incentive will be treated for the purpose of taxation. So as it is an incentive, I think it will go to your receipt section, receipts, and then whatever your payments, whatever difference, it will be taxable. There is no separate tax exemption clause available for the scheme. Then the ELI scheme incentive amount that gets credited to the employees and employers account will be taxed. No, employees and employers account. So this employees account, whatever is being credited, so if it's beyond taxable limit, that is an incentive, it will be taxed. In case of employer also, if it is like, as I've told you, because establishment is getting something, ultimately when your CA will complete your books of accounts, you'll have to put it somewhere, that will be in the receipts. And as there is no particular clause of exemption, it will fall in that bracket. Yeah, it is subject to tax.
It's like any other income which is subject to tax. So it is the amount you get will be taxed.
Yeah, but the only thing is, like, when you make them members, these people, when they become EPF members, you will have to contribute towards their PF also. So this PF contribution is allowable expenditure in payments thing. So there you'll be getting relief. Ultimately you'll be getting relief, but on the amount which you pay towards Provident Fund or ESIC contribution for that purpose.
On the Section 7A disqualification, ma'am, being industry representative, we are getting a lot of representation, and that industry considers that as an unreasonable restriction for the simple reason, if there is a 7A, it's not that all 7As are where employers really owe money, and it is a quasi-judicial process, and that the quasi-judicial process with appellate authorities are fixed because of the fact that not always the EPFO is right. And you cannot really penalize the employer against whom this thing, and it will actually penalize an employer if he is creating large numbers of new employment. and the law provides constitutionally his ability to appeal, and therefore they have taken the matter to appeal. And this is a representation which we are receiving from every member of ours, because there are quite a few very well-intended employers are impacted by this. That definitely will take it up formally, but I just wanted to put it on.
Before I come to you, sir has advised that the baseline, like your 6 months thing would be considered. If some employee joins subsequently, in the month of instead of in the month of August, he joins in the month of October, then for that employee, though in February he'll be completing 5 months, he may not be getting benefit in that cycle. He'll be getting after completion of 6 months. In the subsequent cycle, for that member, the benefit would be given, and this increase in the employment would be verified every month. Suppose in a particular month your strength comes below the baseline or the required criteria, not below baseline, required criteria. Suppose you were having 60, you for 4-5 months you were having 66, subsequently you brought down the employment strength to 63. So for those particular months you will not be eligible. The moment you again go up, you will be again eligible.
There is one question on webinar chat box. Is there any minimum eligibility wages to get benefits? Minimum wages?
No, sir. There is no minimum eligibility for getting the benefit. For Part A, whatever the wages, 1 month wage would be given in 2 equal installments. And for Part B, that is for employer's benefit, if the wages are say 5,000, 500 would be the incentive. Proportionate up to 10,000 wages, the benefit would be proportionate. And 10 to 20, 2,000, 20 and above 3,000. So if anyone is earning lesser wages, then it would be proportionate to that amount. 10%, yes sir, 10% of that lesser than 10,000.
There is also question on, it's not there, this is essentially I heard this question and probably might be there here also. What is this completed wage month as a concept? That is to an extent confused people. So if you can explain. For example, if any employee who joins, let's say between 1st and 5th, then that month will be the starting month for calculator of the 6 months for his eligibility.
Yes, sir. Right. So as you have rightly explained, completed month for this scheme means if any employee joining before 5th of that month, suppose somebody is joining on 4th of October, then that entire October month would be considered as one completed month for that employee, first completed month, and subsequently he has to complete 5 more months. So, but somebody joins on 6th or 7th or 8th, and subsequently then that month will not be counted. His first month would be counted from November onwards. So this is the clarification I just wanted to give, as sir has said. Sir has also suggested one issue. Suppose some employee completes 1 year of service in one establishment and joins to another establishment. Then the moment he leaves his job and joins another establishment, as he has completed 1 year over year, suppose he was first timer, Part A he will be getting because he has completed 1 year. Before getting the benefit, if he has left the job, but 1 year is completed, and during that transition period, the 1 year is completed, but benefit is not yet accrued because of many reasons. The course is yet to be completed or some other issue. Not course completed because of employer has not filed the ECR kind of thing. So in such cases, the employee, even though he has left after completing 1 year, he'll be getting Part A. For Part B, where the employer has to get, the moment employee leaves the job, benefit linked to that employee will stop.
I have another question on the web. Mr. Patil from KLE Hospital. Sir, we have 50 new enrollments in August 2025. Can we get the benefit?
50 new enrollments in August 2020. Yes, definitely they'll be getting it.
So basically this 50, does it fulfill the scheme conditions, which is have you added 5 if your baseline is above 50? It looks like whichever way you are, I think you have added is what it looks like.
So yes, as sir has said, first criteria, baseline has to be fulfilled. From whatever previously, you have to increase by minimum by 5, and then these employees, you have to retain them for further 6 months, and then their wages structure, as per their wage structure, you will be getting the benefit. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yeah, one more important criteria is their salary has to be below 1 lakh. So even if it's a yes, sir. There is no separate classification in the scheme guidelines for seasonal establishment. As per as the guidelines are given, wherever you have not filed the ECR, you have to first file the ECR for that month.
We file the ECR.
You file ECR every month, then it will be considered as average.
But in this, after season is completed, all the seasonal employees will be breakdowns. They will not be coming.
Then
for
there will be
employees.
no increase, no sir, further. Then you may not get the benefit.
Yes, I think 6.
4 months they will be working, madam.
Only 4.
Yeah.
So
4
you'll
to
not,
5 months, whatever the
unless
season
you
is.
are able to hold on to an employee for 6 months, you will not be eligible. For as far as your baseline is concerned, whatever is your average of the last 12 months will be taken as your baseline.
Okay.
But you have to hold on to the employee for at least 6 months to be eligible under the scheme.
Continuously we have to hold them for
Yes,
6 months.
at least 6 months for one cycle of the payment to come.
Sir, one more question, sir.
Yeah.
If the employee is transferred to other units, sir, because we have different establishments, sir, Belgaum division, Chekodi division, Hubli division, then how this incentive will be calculated, sir?
If it's transferred to another region of the same establishment registered with the same PAN, okay, then it will not be for the one PAN number. It will be considered as one entity. Even if you have multiple code numbers, it will be considered as one entity only.
It is based on PAN, sir.
Yes, it is based on PAN card number. So
that incentive will be
yeah, and then
because we
you
are
have-
registration
so
done
you-
in one establishment, sir.
Okay.
We are registered that employee in the Belgaum division. He is transferred to Dharwad division, sir.
Okay.
Then how the incentive will be transferred, sir? It is
So-
transferred to the Belgaum division or to Dharwad division, sir?
No. It will be given to the PAN card link bank account number, which will be the one thing only for the all the entire establishment. No, one PAN card link bank account, the benefit would be transferred.
No, sir.
These-
PAN cards are different to different
No,
establishments.
see, then you need to clarify whether they are separate entities.
Then PAN cards are different for all.
Yeah, units PAN cards are
No,
different.
they are not of the same entity, right? So let me try to explain this. So you have 3 companies.
Yes, sir.
Right?
We have
A-
one company but different branches, sir. Just as NWKRTC, ours is a
No,
government.
then you can have only one PAN.
Nah, I think, sir, like PAN may be one. You may have different TAN numbers.
Yeah. 10 numbers are different, sir.
So,
yes.
so no, sir. PAN is one. Then you are one entity. Your baseline will be considering all your ECRs.
Full of all the corporations.
Yes. You are one establishment for this scheme. One PAN, one establishment.
One division is not considered as a one
So
establishment.
at the back end, EPFO system will check for that PAN how many ever contributions have been made, and all your benefit, even your baseline will be calculated based on that.
Full corporation strength, sir.
Correct. So if you are having, let's say, 4 separate PF
9
codes,
units, sir.
PF
9.
codes,
Yeah.
1 PAN, 4 TANs.
Yes, sir.
Right. So your baseline will be calculated for based on the PAN, because PAN is linked. So your baseline will be calculated in cumulative of all the 4 units.
Oh, okay.
And then incentive will also be provided based on that.
Okay, sir. Okay. Clear, sir. Thank you.
Sir, as discussed about seasonal employees, excuse me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The seasonal employees are paid retaining allowances during the off-season, non-operational period. So their ECR will be filed in the portal. So they will be the eligible for this scheme, no?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
So they will be eligible. Your numbers will be considered for baseline, and going forward, you will be paid benefit accordingly.
They will be considered as.
But there will be a change in a salary, sir. Salary will be reduced in the non-operational period. They will be paid a retaining allowances.
Yeah. So for that month, considering that amount of retaining allowance, that will be considered as wage and it will be paid. Salary will go down, but that continuity would be there, no? 6 months. So criteria is met.
Reduced.
Reduced.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
I have one question here. Sorry. You go ahead.
So my question is regarding Part B registration. So we have registered and the GST is pending for verification. Okay. and bank details are pending for verification. Okay, but the nature of industry, it is showing as no. So it is not reflecting whether that nature of industry is a manufacturing or service industry.
Yeah, I'll explain to you. GST Act has a specific definition of manufacturing industry. When you register, your certificate clearly reflects whether you are manufacturing industry or not. Okay, and as per section 278 of GST Act, I guess, it clearly differentiates between manufacturing and other sectors. So your GST registration certificate you can just have a look at, and the moment you give a GST number, automatically we'll fetch that data and we'll come to know whether it's a manufacturing sector or not. I think this thing I missed in my presentation. We require your GST number in order to bifurcate between manufacturing and non-manufacturing. So automatically once you give your GST number, we will be having this idea whether you are a manufacturing sector, and automatically it will be decided whether to continue for third or fourth year or not.
Okay, so what is the timeline? Within how many days this will get verified from the GST? Still, it is showing as pending for verification.
It will be done. I am not aware about timeline, but okay, we'll try to send this as a query. This has been pending
because it's been 15 days. I have submitted the request, but still it is showing as pending for verification.
Okay, we'll see to it.
Even with the bank verification.
Don't worry about it. Anyways, you have to maintain the employment for 6 months. So don't worry about it. All of this will get done. Okay. I have noted your query. We'll get back to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I have a couple of questions. The one is, it's interesting. What if employee goes on maternity leave after joining? As maternity leave salary will be paid by ESIC.
As it will not be paid by the employer, the wages would not reflect over there. It will be coming as NCP days for EPFO. So as far as the wages are not paid for that month, for that particular month, the employee, for that particular employee, employer would not be getting any benefits.
So will the employee get the benefit? Will that be qualified?
No, ma'am. No, sir. That 6 months thing has to be completed. It will be, entirely it will be based on your ECR data. Right. So the moment you file ECR, your wages has to be there. If wages column is blank, then particular person will not be eligible.
This the benefit which is being transferred every 6 months into, for example, I have 50 employees and average we are getting 2000 into 50 into 6 months. Correct. So every 6 months that will be calculated and transferred.
You said you have 50 employees.
Yeah.
It will depend upon what is the additional number of employees you have brought in.
Like for example, this is created 50.
If you have created 50, yes, you will get for all 50. And if you have maintained them for at least 6 months, then every 6 months you are going to get that amount. It will accrue for every month and be paid 6 monthly.
No, the thing which I am able to understand is this is really going to be a good retention package for the employers.
Yes. Absolutely.
For the people, for the employees.
Yes.
And if we communicate properly to the employees and say that if you stay with me for next 4 years in my unit itself, because if he's getting transferred to somebody else, somebody may give him that PF or not, and they may get this benefit, yes or not, we're not sure about it. But if he's there, it will benefit.
This benefit is not for the employee, it is for the employer. You may or may not share with your employee. We do not come into the picture. This is not for the employee. This is for you as an employer. Employee only gets one time for just 1 month salary. The employer is the one who gets for 2 years or 4 years, depending upon whether you are a manufacturing industry or not. Yeah? For every single month that you are above the threshold. Yeah.
But any employee who's being added during the next 4 years of period, for example, this is the first year, August 2025, and then until the next 4 years, so that's additional employees, whoever is being added will get, and whoever is being deleted will write off.
Employee will get only for 1 month's salary. Not for the other months that he is employed. That benefit is for the employer only. The part A benefit is only for 1 month. It is a one-time incentive to the employee.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Sir, as you previously mentioned, like, if we have only one PAN card, like I belong to Bhartish Education Trust, and we have one PAN card, and we have multiple institutions under us, like, we have 20 institutions, and all of them are under ESR and PF. So in case, as you said, if it is only one PAN card, if I have an employability in all the 20 institutions and which is coming up to more than 5 or whatever the slab is, so this is how it is going to be calculated,
Yes.
or it will be individual institution
No,
wise?
no individual establishment. For your one PAN card, all the establishments are under
Even
one PAN
if
card.
the account numbers are different. For
Let
each
it be. Let them have different PF registration code numbers.
Okay.
No matter, but their PAN card is same. So all of them will be clubbed for baseline also.
Yeah.
For considering your eligibility also, and then for distribution of benefit also.
Yeah, I
It will
think
be
that's
given
really
one
good, and this is going to really help the employers in that case. Thank you
Great.
so much.
All the best.
Sir, are the criteria same for even labor contractors here?
Yeah.
As manufacturing
Yeah,
industry?
they are completely same for all the labor contract. No, yes, man. See, your labor contractor is a registered establishment as a contractor with EPFO. Even if you are supplying your laborers to a manufacturing sector, you are going to get benefit only for 2 years.
Okay.
Okay, your establishment GST is not having manufacturer as identity, in GST certificate. So you will be getting it only for 2 years.
So
But
labor contractors get it for 2 years, but they necessarily not provide 6 months continuous employment in the same firm. Like they might be working in one
the
firm
principal
for 4 months and next
no
2
problem.
months.
Principal
So,
employers may change.
Okay.
You being the contractor, you are retaining that employee and you are shifting it to different establishment where you are making sure that his name is there in the ECR for 6 months. You will be getting the benefit for Part B, and if he is a fresher, he will be getting for Part A.
Okay, thank you.
Is that who is filing the ECR? Since you are filing the ECR, if that person is working in 3 firms in 6 months, we don't get to know about it, right? Because he is going to be shown in your ECR. You are the employer for us, and we are not doing. See, there is no claims that is being talked about here. You don't have to claim it. Whatever comes in your ECR, we are going to read your ECR and give you the money.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
There's a question here. It's kind of an actual real world question. What if out of 50 new employees, 10 to 15 leave the job before completing 6 months of service?
So none of them would be eligible. Those who leave before completion of the 6 months of service, they will not get Part A, and for all such employees, employer will also not get Part B.
Also, it might impact the
baseline
and threshold.
Threshold calculations, yes. So the moment they leave job, the benefit would be gone. So this sustainability is also to be considered. They have to be there in your employment for 6 months. So first lump sum you've got, and then 7th month, 8th month onwards he has left. The first benefit that you have got. Subsequent you may not get. You will not get.
So to answer the gentleman's question, so essentially Part A, where the employee gets the benefit, it is a incentive to sustained employment for 1 year. When it comes to Part A to the individual. But when it comes to Part B, it is an incentive for the employer to make efforts to retain the employee for how many years. So that's how you should look at it.
Yeah, perfectly summarized.
Yeah, employee will get 2 installments, one after 6 months, the other after second 6 months, it will go into a saving scheme. The guidelines for which is to be first 6 months he will get, provided he has worked for the 6 months continuously. His name appears in an ECR for 6 months. In an ECR, in the same ECR for 6 months.
The employee takes advance. So instead of asking him, instead of asking, we don't pay him the full. For example, his salary is 20,000. He has taken 1 lakh rupees advance, and 5,000 rupees we are deducting. So we are crediting in the bank only 15,000 rupees. Even if he is present for 30 days.
This is between you and the employee as far as the EPFO concerned, and what you are disclosing as wages, what you are paying contribution is all that
not
matters.
disclosing. It's like he has earned 20,000 rupees.
He's earned, no, that wages what he has earned is earned.
Yes.
Deductions are immaterial. You will be filing ECR on earning, no, not on deductions.
It's because we also transfer everything to his bank account only. So when the net salary is being transferred, it is after the deduction.
We are not going to check the net salary. We are not going to check bank accounts. We are just checking the ECR you are filing.
Understood.
So ECR you are filing for the entire wages. So we will consider those as his wages.
Thank
So
you.
we have time for another.
I have a question for you. If you are saying that you are making these kind of deductions, are you then contributing on 20,000, or are you contributing EPF on 15,000?
No, it will be on 20,000 only.
Right. So the moment you have contributed on 20,000, whatever you have deducted later on, we are not bothered. You have contributed on 20,000, we will consider you on 20,000. Got it?
Yes, thank you.
Probably we have questions. One more question. See, don't worry about your questions if not answered. There are teams here, and you can also reach out to us in CII. We will also help you to get the answers for it. And there are a team there. You can approach them as well, and they will also be able to sing. And as the officers have clearly suggested, you can approach them as any industry association or individual employers. They are more than willing to help you with any of those queries. Please, one more question.
I may also add that this YouTube live is going on. We'll also look at whatever comments have come on the YouTube live later on also, and we'll try and answer those comments also.
And we have shared one QR code over here. We will again sharing with you. It's available. Kindly register over here. Let us know your email ID. So we will be giving you all the guidelines, PPTs, videos, help how to do videos, and we'll be communicating further with you as you have come over here and attended this thing. So we would like to approach specifically with you, with the things with you, the support material with you. So kindly do register.
May I also suggest to the Belgavi EPFO officers, whoever has come and joined here, please create a WhatsApp group for the employers, and keep this kind of interactive forum open, so that later on also, if you have questions, you can ask and get the answer. Many of you have answered each other, so that is also very useful. And in future, if there are other information that we want to quickly pass on to the employers, it becomes that much more useful. So I hope that in the registration you have also noted their mobile numbers.
Yes, ma'am.
Please make this outreach a permanent outreach with our esteemed participants.
Yes, ma'am. That's a great idea. We will immediately do it, ma'am.
So with that, I am ending the interactive session.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Sir, I have one last question, sir. We have a minimum of 25 to 30 new employees, sir, in our establishment, sir.
Yep.
So is it mandatory that all these employees should work for 6 months to get the benefits, sir?
Yes, for employees, for them to get, they have to. And for you to get also, they should have worked for at least 6 months for you to get the first installment of benefit. And they need to continue to be employed for you to get that benefit. You also need to be careful, because if 15 of them leave, it may impact for a particular month your eligibility to claim benefit, because you may not meet the threshold condition.
May I just add to this? You said that you have 20 to 30 new employees every month. So and if all of them do not stay with you, then whatever is the number that stays with you for 6 months, we'll consider that. It is not like it is mandatory that you have to hold on to everybody. This is not a jail. So we'll calculate according to the number of people who have stayed with you for at least 6 months. So the idea is that for both the employee and the employer, sort of a retention period should be there, so that the employee also gets to learn how to work, and for you also to better evaluate that person. We felt that the 6-month period would be ideal, so that's how the scheme is designed.
Okay, if that out of that employee, if only one employee left the job, we'll get the benefit, no, madam?
Pardon?
Out of 40 employees, if any one or two left the job, we'll get the benefit.
Yeah, you will get the benefit for the balance of the people who remained with you for 6 months.
For the remaining employees now, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for moderating the discussion so effectively. And thank you for each and everyone for making the session so interactive. It is now my honor to invite Ms. Madhumita Das, Additional Secretary and Financial Advisor, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Government of India, to deliver the special address.
So, Mr. Madhu Damodaran ji, Sabnis ji, Birangi ji, and my colleagues on the dais, and all the participants who have come to this industry outreach in Belgaum. First of all, let me tell you that I am very happy to be in Belgaum. This is my first visit, and what a beautiful place you live in. You are to be congratulated. Coming from Delhi, I think I have been taking 1.5 breaths in place of one, because this place has such nice air, which I think we are starved of in big cities. So you guys really don't know how lucky you are to live in places like this. So may you have very long lives, and may your employees also enjoy the bounties of good environment that you have. So I think we have had a very interactive session. You have all gone through the presentations and the videos. The idea was that although we look at some pamphlets, or we might have already undergone one or two of these outreach programs, every time you listen to others, there are one or two more things that you imbibe. In today's program, I have also gone through many of these sessions, and every session there are one or two new questions that come up, which helps us in our understanding also, in refining the implementation of the scheme. Today also I have noted 3-4 new things that have come up. We'll go back and think about it, and possibly we'll come have some solutions for it. My suggestion to all of you would be that the proof of the pudding is in eating, isn't it? So unless you go through the registration process, unless you actually help your employees through the FAT authentication process, you will really not know whether there is a issue, or there's something that needs to be brought to our notice. The gentleman there has today told us that there is some lag that is happening. We'll go back and check why that lag is. I would suggest that for all your employees, not just for your new employees or the rejoinees who are coming and working with you now, all your existing employees, please get the face authentication done, because it's going to help them in any claims that they need to submit to EPFO. It is going to be very useful. I think there's a takeaway for ESIC also. Whatever search facility there is for UANs, for EPFO, the same kind of facility should be there for ESIC also. I would request all of you to note these points, because after all, this system in EPFO and ESIC that we have is for them, for the employers and the employees. If there is a question, if there is a requirement that is coming from that side, that is what we need to address. So hopefully this scheme will help you, as many of you have realized that the scheme, the way it is designed, it is actually supposed to be of use to all those employers who are who are able to create more jobs in a country, in a young country like ours. It's very, very important that we create jobs for our youth, and we not only create jobs, jobs get created at various levels. We need to create formal jobs that gives them social security, that makes them visible in the there might be many unorganized sector jobs which are not visible to us. What is not visible to the government or the policy planners, it is difficult to plan for them, or to give them benefits. If we do not know the numbers, we cannot see them, we cannot identify them. So this sort of a scheme is designed to bring more and more people into the formal employment. And in doing so, because we realize that it is not something that only government can do, it is you people, the employers, who are going to be able to create these employment. And to the extent possible, we are trying to step in and be that wind in your sails. So the idea is to help you. The idea is to help you create these employment opportunities, so that our youth can make use of it. And through working with you, we want to also learn how to do this better. So I won't say we have thought a lot. This scheme was announced in July of 24, and we have taken till August of 25 to actually implement this scheme, is because we thought a lot about how to do it. We also learned from our earlier schemes what did not work in our earlier schemes. We did not want a system where if employers come forward tomorrow, there should not be any lacuna with because of which the employers get into trouble. So therefore, from our side, we have tried a lot to think through and bring a scheme that, to our understanding, should be of use to both the employees and the employers. We have tried to think through that it should not create problems for you people later on. There should not be compliance burden on you. So that is why we have not asked you to make any claims. We have tried to keep it as simple as possible, so that system generated reports can be brought out. But there is possibility that there might be ways of improving the implementation. Of course, the scheme contours have been frozen, the cabinet decision is there. However, there is implementation can be still improved, and that is why I want that you should be in our WhatsApp groups, and we should keep hearing your voice, because unless we hear the voice from the ground, we won't know whether our thinking, our plan, our blueprint is working or not. So I would request all of you to keep getting engaged with the EPFO officers, and let us know how this thing pans out in the future. And hopefully, once again, it should help you, it should help your employees, and maybe going forward, we'll be able to further improve on the scheme. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you for being a very lively audience.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable words. Now the next part of the program is continued by Ms. Vienna.
Good evening, everyone. We will now take a moment to honor our distinguished dignitaries with mementos. May I request Mr. Mahesh Birangi, Chairman, CII Belgavi District, to kindly present a memento to Ms. Madhumita Das, Additional Secretary and Financial Advisor, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Government of India. May I now request Mr. Sachin B. Sabnis, CBT member, EPFO and Managing Director, Belgaum Ferrocast India Private Limited, to present a memento to Ms. Anita Sinha Dikshit, Additional CPFC, HQS Bengaluru Zone. May I request Mr. Madhu Damodaran, CBT member, EPFO member, Executive Committee and Regional Managing Partner, AM Legals, to present a memento to Mr. Arif Lohani, Additional CPFC, Karnataka and Goa. May I now invite Mr. Mahesh Birangi, sir, once again to present a memento to Mr. T. Renuka Prasad, Insurance Commissioner, South Zone Delhi, ECIC. May I request Mr. Madhu Damodaran to kindly present a memento to Mr. Ramkesh Meena, Regional Provident Fund Commissioner, Grade 1, Regional Office, Hubli. May I request Mr. Ramkesh Meena to present a memento to Mr. Mahesh Birangi, Chairman, CIA, Belgavi District and Managing Director, Pragati Engineering, Belgaum Private Limited. May I request Mr. T. Renuka Prasad to kindly present a memento to Mr. Sachin B. Sabnis, CBT member, EPFO and Managing Director, Belgaum Ferrocast India Private Limited. May I now request Mr. Arif Lohani to present a memento to Mr. Madhu Damodaran, CBT member, EPFO member, Executive Committee and Regional Managing Partner, AM Legals. May I request Mr. Mahesh Birangi to present a memento to Dr. S.F. Patil, Principal, KLE Technological University, Dr. M.S. Sheshgiri Campus, Belgavi, for graciously hosting today's program. Finally, I request Mr. Prabhakar Nagar Munori, President, Belgaum Chamber of Commerce and Industries, to felicitate Ms. Madhumita Das, Additional Secretary and Financial Advisor, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Government of India. I request Mr. Mahesh from LUB Belgaum to felicitate Ms. Madhumita Das, Additional Secretary and Financial Advisor, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Government of India. Now I request Mr. Patra from Bensil to felicitate ma'am. Thank you, everyone. To conclude today's program, may I invite once again Mr. Mahesh Birangi, Chairman CII Belgavi District, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As we conclude today's industry interaction on the Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana scheme, it is my privilege to extend the vote of thanks on behalf of CII Belgavi District. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Madam Miss Madhumita Das ji for your kind words about Belgavi, and I hope just like the PMVBRY scheme is incentivizing us, our good weather will incentivize you to come more and more to Belgavi. I'd like to thank our distinguished dignitaries for their valuable presence and contributions. I also extend my gratitude to all the industry associations, all industry members and participants present here. Your active engagement and thoughtful questions made this session truly meaningful. A special thanks to our host, KLE Technological University, Dr. M.S. Seshgiri Campus, Belgavi, for providing excellent facilities and supporting this important interaction. On behalf of CII Belgavi District, I thank each one of you once again for your valuable time and participation. Let us continue to work together to strengthen our industries, generate employment, and contribute to the vision of a globally competitive and inclusive Karnataka. Thank you and wish you all a pleasant evening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request all the dignitaries to please stand for a photograph.
In the meanwhile, I would like to make an announcement. We have set up a bite point outside, so I would request you to share 60 seconds and your expectations from the scheme, what do you understand, what do you expect, and how best you will be able to support to make this scheme successful. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Last week was also yes, sir. It was there. That actually pre-bid meeting something was there. Pre-bid, pre-RFP meeting.
Yeah, take one more.
जाएगा कि नहीं देख लो।